Assalamu alaikum. I'm Ibrahim Hooper with CAIR's News Update. CAIR this week urged a Florida university to drop an event honoring a speaker notorious for promoting anti-Muslim hate.
Anybody with a fraction of a brain should be afraid of Islam because it is a dangerous doctrine.
Tonight in Volusia County, there's a fight to keep a controversial UCF professor from speaking in Daytona Beach. Jonathan Matusitz claims it's not possible to coexist with Islam. Today, the Florida office of the Council on American Islamic Relations joined Embry-Riddle students to ask that his speech at the university tomorrow be canceled. They claim his appearance will create a hostile learning environment.
In Virginia, CAIR convinced a state agency to drop its accreditation for an anti-Muslim trainer invited to speak to sheriff's officers.
He converted to Islam while serving as the senior U.S. intelligence representative for the United States.
This controversial counterterrorism speaker that you just heard accuses CIA Director John Brennan of being a secret Muslim. He'll be training Virginia law enforcement next week.
A regional criminal justice academy says it won't offer training credit for a law enforcement counterterrorism seminar in Culpeper County. The Rappahannock Regional Criminal Justice Academy says that the decision came after it consulted with other academies and law enforcement agencies. The Council of American Islamic Relations and the Southern Poverty Law Center said the seminar is anti-Muslim.
In Washington state, CAIR called on the FBI to probe a series of hate attacks on a mosque.
Members of the Islamic Center told me today that early Saturday morning, a person coming here for prayer found 10 books placed throughout this parking lot. In each of them was a note that they say contained some scary and threatening language. Are you fearful?
Well, I am hopeful.
Arsalan Bukhari with the Council for American Islamic Relations says they found what looks like a reminder note accidentally left by the suspect.
It had someone's name, address in Florida, and a note to the person who wrote it, probably to send a money order for $435 to that name and address for rims, it said.
He hopes that person will help them track down whoever's behind the hate.
And in Colorado, CAIR asked the FBI to assist in the investigation of hate attacks targeting local Muslims.
In the last week and a half, they say 9 cars have been vandalized.
This is the second time it happened like this to her car.
A few vehicles spray painted with words we can't repeat.
Get out of town, things like that. Go back to your country.
A CAIR civil rights attorney went on China TV to explain why negative images of Islam and Muslims can lead to discrimination.
Negative images of Islam in America have everything to do with the prejudice that American Muslims have had to bear since September 11th and even before. And really, the stereotypes that are negative associated with Islam in America are the type of thing that lead a police department in New York City to classify Muslims in New York City, New Jersey, and up and down the East Coast as suspicion because of their faith. And so that is the core of the problem, and the NYPD's Muslim spying program is a symptom of it.
Russia TV also consulted CAIR about discrimination against Muslims in the military. It's a balance between the freedom of religious expression of the Christian soldiers, and you want them to be able to express themselves through religion. That's their right, just as it's the right of the Muslim and the Sikh and the Jewish personnel. But you can't have a situation where you're forcing that religion on other military personnel. In Michigan, CAIR spoke out against the use of the offensive A word.
The word in question is abed, A-B-E-D, which literally translates to slave, or abid, A-B-E-E-D, which is the plural form. It's got a lot of people in the Arab world saying this is a word they do not need to use anymore.
Black Americans who are Muslims who understand Arabic, when we hear the A word or abid, to us is equivalent to the N word. The hashtag is drop the A word.
And like the N word, there's a movement making waves on social media, asking people to stop using the pejorative term.
We hear this term going to gas stations, to grocery stores, and it's extremely offensive and it's hurtful.
In Florida, a CAIR representative went on Arabic language TV to discuss the growing population of Hispanic Muslims.
يالفريدو رويز أمريكي من أصل لاتيني تحول إلى الديانة المسلمة منذ حوالي 12 عاما. محام يعمل في مؤسسة كير الإسلامية يقول إن أحد الأسباب التي شدته إلى الإسلام البساطة في الدين.
أؤمن بأن الله سبحانه وتعالى فتح قلبي للدين الإسلامي، لم أتلقى الدعوة التقليدية أو أي محاضرة عن الدين. هذا كان مساري مهيئا بهذه الطريقة دون أي تدخل من أي أحد.
And in Washington, D.C., CAIR's director spoke at a Capitol Hill event condemning the persecution of Muslims in Burma.
My name is Nihad Awad. I'm here also to add my voice and support for all our colleagues and friends in Congress to support House Resolution 418, and we call on the government of Burma to ensure the safety and security of all minorities, including Rohingya Muslims. We all have witnessed the horror attacks and the state-sponsored violence against the Rohingya Muslims, and this is the time to stop it by holding them accountable. And we urge all our members of Congress to join by endorsing House Resolution 418, and we call on all Americans, people of conscience, to support the protection and ensuring of the safety of Rohingya Muslims and all minorities in Burma.
To receive CAIR updates and action alerts, sign up at CAIR.com. To contact CAIR, email info@CAIR.com. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to you.